who's ready for some playoff hockey here from the Dell Park Arena. The under-14 AAA are ready to kick off their playoff run, and the first in their way is going to be the Ajax Pickering Raiders on this Tuesday night. Face off to kick it off, and it'll be Jackman who is going to be back in the lineup after missing the last couple of games due to injury, but he's back in the lineup again to add that scoring to the Generals lineup. Here comes a chance to get it out of their own end to start things off. The pass for Dobbs was over his stick and back into the Ajax end. Generals are going to play back-to-back against Ajax, back-to-back against Central Ontario, and then finish off with back-to-back versus Peterborough in their round robin. Here comes Conklin with the first opportunity, and it goes over his stick. From behind the boards goes Nish, putting it around the boards. Knocked down at center and put back into the zone. Hallett will be in goal for Ajax, and Nolan Hardy at the other end for your Generals. Back into the corner goes Lennox after it. Noah Lennox tried to get it out of his own end. It gets kept in by Ajax at the line, now tipped away at center. Picking this up in their own end. Both teams supporting the playoff helmet look with the tape on their helmet. Here comes a chance to dump this in. Noah Lennox trying to put it back into the Ajax end. Looking for the lead pass up through center for Gatta, and pushed deeper by Farmer behind the net. Taking a carom off the back end boards now for Mason Gallinaro, flips it in. Gallinaro goes off on the change as they put it back into the Ajax end. Late pass is broken up there by Riley Brandt as he'll find Ethan Chapman to try and bring it in the zone. Here comes Bartlett with a shot on net. There's the first shot of this game, rolling right on goal, and Hallett will keep it out. Face-off is off to the right now of Hallett in the Ajax end. Trying to win that draw. Goes off to the corner now. In behind the net, trying to keep control of the puck. Trying to get it back to the line here for Hyer to hold it in. It gets tipped past him. Here comes a chance now for a 2-on-1. Ellis couldn't shoot it. He was getting ready to fire the trigger, and he ran out of ammo as he lost control of the puck before he could fire it. Ellis, shot. This time it gets blocked, and now he's off to the corner now. Ellis, trying to do something here on this shift, was in a battle against Emerson Davis. Around the boards it goes. Right here in front of us for Jacob Bartlett, who can't tip it past De Silva. From the corner, they try and get it out with Ethan Chapman as it comes free at center. Dumps right back into the zone, and it's got to be another opportunity here, and this one's going to be a little bit harder. Back into the Oshawa end where Conlon Kennedy picks that up. Kennedy starts it from his own end with a pass. That's going to get broken up from center by McCaslin, who's going to bring it in. And he gets stripped away from it. Back in front for Giannoni is tipped away, and McCaslin got to hurry because Braden Davidson's right on him to try and get that puck away. Coming around the boards here for Oshawa, right in front. Shot! Tip right in front of the goal and missed it from the side of the net. That had tip in written all over it, but just tip wide. Giannoni pass! Stopped there by Nolan Hardy with a blocker hand save. Back to the line. Shot by Conklin, and that's going off to the corner. Bouchard picks it up. He's got a man in the front. The one-timer is fanned there by Giannoni, but he gets another shot. Here comes another one. Stop there as Nolan Hardy is facing his first little fury here in the Oshawa end. Ajax all over it, and now Mason Gallinaro will clear it away. He finds a man with Ethan Jackman. Jackman trying to cut through. Stopped there by Hallett, who's up against the post to make the save. Face-off is deep in the Ajax end. From behind the goal it goes. Around the boards, trying to tip this past Nish. Picked up by Noah Lennox instead and dumped deeper into the corner. From behind the net, Ajax will retrieve it. Trying to clear this from their own end. That's up through center, and Bluin went for the hit. Bluin again will tip this away. From their own end, he's going to try and clear it in. Noah Lennox going back after it in his own zone. Back here for Nish. Zach Nish tried for the pass for Gallinaro. Hopped over his stick, but there's no icing. From their own end, Ajax get it up here for Gatta as it rolls over his stick. Again, No icing on the play. Kobe Hire behind the net. Will get followed by Gata. So he gets it up here for Riley Brandt. Over here to the other side, they're going to look for a lane to get through with Ethan Chapman. Chapman out of front. Chance. Stopped by Hallett with the left pad save. Trying to get this back here to the line now. In behind the goal goes Bartlett, who tried to set it up in front. Ajax can't get it out of their own end, as that was Chapman over there to try and knock it down. Raiders take this back in their own end here with Arsenault trying to get it out of his own end. That's going to go all the way down the ice, and this time it will be an icing call. Jackman now coming in here to take the offensive draw after the icing. It's a scramble draw, trying to win it back in. Stopped by Hallett with a right pad save. Davis tries to hold it in, but it just came out over the line as Ellis was able to guard it out. Another face-off here in front of us, just outside the Ajax bench area, and Davis dumps it in. Back around the corner it goes from behind the net. Trying to win the battle here in the corner. Getting around his man, but now it's going to be Ellis trying to get after it. Ellis is digging away at it, and so is De Silva to try and dump it in. It's from the corner with a lead pass over the stick. Here comes a chance now for De Silva. Shot! Block it away there by Nolan Hardy. Davis trying to get to the loose puck and get it out. Got it up here for Davidson now. Davidson almost lost it there at center. Put it back into the Oshawa end, and Emerson Davis takes this back in his own zone. Late pass was knocked down by Bouchard, but tipped in deeper by Dobbs as he went off on the change. From behind their own net, they go for a pass over here to the other side. They got broken up by Mac Touchings. In behind him was Bluen, and he'll do the work putting it into the corner where Lennox has got to go after it. Noah Lennox had Arsenault on him to try and take the puck away. Good job here to knock it down. They got to get a shot to the front of the net as Hallett trying to find it here in the crease area, and he's finally going to get a mid on it and hold on. Lennox now to take the draw deep off on the left. Wins it cleanly back for Elliot Bluen. Bluen puts it around the boards here to the other side. Kennedy trying to keep it in as he came off the wall. Behind the net it goes now. Trying to keep it alive. They're going to skate this away with a lead pass, but it was just over the stick of Giannoni, but we're getting a penalty. The first penalty of the game is going to go to Oshawa as Giannoni was interfered with. Face-off coming off to the left to the Oshawa end. Farmer loses it. Big win there on the defensive draw. Kobe Hire trying to do the damage in the corner and get it free, and can't get it out. Good job to hold it in. Behind the net it goes for Davis. He'll get a chance to clear. Bluen trying to tip it out, and he'll tip it out past the line. Bouchard's got to go back here to get it. Hallett had thoughts about coming out, but he let Bouchard take it instead. Giannoni with a drop pass. Here comes Farmer up over the line, getting up there with Conklin. He'll put the brakes on and keep control. Back to the line. It was out of the reach. Wasn't ready for that pass, and now they bring it in. Here it comes up through center. Back to the blue line. Not going to be able to shoot, so he pushes it off to the left side. Over here for Bouchard. Bouchard to the front of the net. Here comes the shot. Stopped there by Hardy, who came across to the left to make the stop. Kept in here again by Ajaxo. Trying to win this battle behind the net, and they scoop it up. Here comes a chance. Back here to the blue line by Street. Over here to the other side for Farmer now. Farmer keeping control of it. Gets it over here for Street. Street stepping into it. Blocker save there. Rebound at the side, and they score from the side of the net. As Ajax click on the power play, the shot by Street was stopped by Hardy, but went right to the side of the goal to be poked in by Conklin to make it 1-0 Ajax. Bartlett now to take the draw. Pushed in there by number 7, Smith behind the net. Around the boards it goes. Here comes a chance to move it out. It's up here for Riley Brandt to try and get free. He's got to get around his man as he goes off to the corner. Try to get it back there for Naish. Coming in from the line. Stopped by Hallett as his left pad came out to stop that. Trying to tip this past Niche, but here comes Smith. Smith is dumping it in, and it gets knocked down by Ethan Sterling out in front. Oshawa coming after it here for Bartlett. He gets hit into the boards by De Silva. Around the boards it goes for Chapman to try and get it out, and he does for Riley Brandt. Here comes the penalty. This one is going to come to Ajax, and it'll come for interference. Face-off is coming deep in the Ajax end, off to the right of Hallett. Won by the Generals. Trying to get it away from the defender. He gets stripped away from it. Here comes a chance back on a 2-on-1. Nash the only one back. Good job by Owen Dobbs. Coming back on the back check. Dobbs getting up here with Davidson, and he brings it in. The pass for Dobbs is taken away, and here comes Ajax. Short-handed with Farmer. Farmer's shot is on net and kicked off to the right by Nolan Hardy. Zach Nash had Farmer on him, so he puts it back here for Ethan Sterling. Sterling from his own end, trying to dump this in. He'll lead the rush into the zone, and now it gets taken away by Ajax and dumped on the backhand down the ice. All the way into the corner for Nash now. Zach Nash from his own end will get a pass over here. It's going to be up here for Mason Gallinaro, but he had to get around McCaslin behind the goal, along with Max Hutchings in behind the net. McCaslin trying to keep it there, but the Generals get it free and get it back to the line. Off to the side, it goes behind the net for Hutchings. For Lennox now. Lennox spinning away, back down low for Hutchings. Over here now for LePage, who can't shoot. Here comes a shot by Lennox, blocked, and Arsenault will clear it away. Got it up here now for Bouchard to try and get through. He'll get swept off his stick. From behind the net now is LePage. Trying to get it over here to the other side for Farmer. Or for Kennedy to dump it out against Hutchings. LePage and Hutchings tried to dump it in, but that's going down the ice. 15 seconds left to go here on this Oshawa power play. Here comes Blowen to try and get it free. He was in a battle against Giannoni. Now taken away by Elijah LePage. LePage's drop pass for Chapman. He couldn't shoot it. Penalty to Ajax is now over. They killed off their first penalty kill as that goes down the ice. Back into the corner for icing. Now Bartlett to take the draw off to the left of the Ajax end, wins it. Got it back for Heyer, who can't shoot it through. Trying to get it back to the line again for Kobe Heyer, and he'll hold it in. Behind the net it goes now for Jacob Bartlett, who takes a hit. Blowen trying to keep it in, but it gets swept away from him. 2-on-1, and it's Heyer, the only one back. And in front, and they score right in front of the net. As Giannoni was left all alone, and he made no mistake to make it 2-0. Face-off now is just here at center. Trying to dump it in. Good job to get around the defender. But Braden Davidson couldn't shoot the puck. Off to the left side now. Taking off his feet in behind the goal. Trying to put pressure on his man there. Kept in by Generals from the line by Davis, whose shot goes wide. There's a shot that's going in on net. Wide of the goal. Behind the net it goes for Owen Dobbs. Dobbs trying to win the battle here in the corner along with Braden Davidson. Taken away by Smith, who clears it away at center. And Oshawa just dump it right back in where it came from, behind the Ajax net. Good pressure on here. Here comes a chance now for Nash. He's not going to get here. Here comes Ellis. Ellis's backhand is knocked down by Davidson. Behind the net it goes now for Smith. Smith is getting free from the slot area now. And now drops it back to the line. Over here for Arsenault. Arsenault shot. Good stop there by Nolan Hardy with a stick. Smith now gets it. Back to the line for Arsenault. Blocked by Nash. Trying to get it out of his own end, and he does. Arsenault from center. Looking for a pass. Jackman tried to break it up, and he does. Puts it back behind the Ajax net. Leaving it in behind their goal. He's going to look for a hit. Here comes Ajax out of their own end. Knocked down here by Lennox. He's going to take a hit on the other side against Hutchings. Sterling dumps it in. Hallett makes that easy save with the catcher hand and drops it off. Hutchings tried to be there on the other side. from behind their own goal now. It's up in the air as they bring it in. Here comes a pass that gets broken up over here for Farmer. Big hit there on the other side by Gata as McCaslin gets it to the other side. Dumped in by Street. Right in on net and behind the goal. Ethan Sterling taking a hit by Farmer. Behind the net. Lennox was in a battle there against Sterling. Knocked down here by Ajax. Back to the line for Cooper McCaslin. The shot hitting a stick and going wide. Gata at a foot, and they score from the side of the net. 3-0 Ajax. Bartlett wins the draw now for LePage. Trying to dump it in here for Chapman, who dumps it into the zone. Behind the net. Brandt trying to win the battle. From in behind the goal, they try and set it up in front. Taken away here and kept in by Elliott, blowing at the line. Tipped out of his own end, and here comes a chance back up the other way. All the way in comes Bouchard, who scores to make it now 4-0 Ajax. Jackman now to take the draw here at center. Wins it back here for Kobe Heyer, trying to dump it in. Here comes a chance now for Ajax in their own end. Looking to dump it in through center. Parker Shaw now in goal for Oshawa after Nolan Hardy gave up the 4 goals here. Not the playoff start that the Generals were looking for. Trailing in this one 4-0 in the first period to Ajax, who have scored 3 pretty quick goals to run away with this one so far, but still first period, see if maybe there can be a spark here to the Generals lineup. Dobbs puts it behind the net for Arsenault. Arsenault will get it over here to the other side. With a lay pass up through center was in the feet of Ellis. Trying to dump it in from his own end. Knocked down by Ajax as they put it back in the zone. Here comes Kobe Heyer. Heyer from his own end. Got it up there for Dobbs over his stick. And now Street picks it up, who can't clear it. Dobbs trying to get here on the other side. Heyer kept it in. Around the boards behind the net. Kennedy's coming after it. Around the boards, that's going to roll down the ice. Parker Shaw going to let Heyer take it behind the goal. Coming around the boards there for Gallinaro, who clears it away from Max Hutchings. Hutchings trying to get through as he takes one right to the front of the net. Instead throws it in front, trying to jam it in from the side, and Hutchings can't bury it out in front. Coming around the boards now. Ajax with a chance to clear, and we're going to get a penalty out in front of the net for cross-checking. Face-off now comes deep back into the Ajax end, off to the left of Hallett. 4 seconds left to go here in period number 1. A period that got dominated by Ajax in the middle part of the first period, where they scored 3 quick ones and are starting to run away after period number 1 with a 4-0 lead. But the Generals do have a power play to start the second period to work with. Face off from center, gets won by Ajax, and they started out dumping it down their own end to kill off time on the penalty. And Giannoni is going to be the first one here in the corner. Setting it up for Bouchard, who walks in and scores short-handed his second straight to make it 5-0. Face-off is won by Ajax and dumped down the ice by Nessens behind the goal. Sterling trying to take his man off the puck behind the net. It'll be in behind the goal, trying to keep him behind the goal. Good job by Ajax to tie that up and kill off more time. Here comes Oshawa up through center. Bartlett getting over here for Ethan Chapman to try and bring it in, and Bartlett's offside. Oshawa was calling for a penalty after Hallett batted the puck away after the whistle, but nothing got called on it. fired away down the ice. Right on goal to Parker Shaw, who makes that save. Naish will keep that behind the net. Over here to the other side, it gets knocked down and put back into the Oshawa end. Behind the goal goes Naish after it. Coming up here through center. He's trying to make his way through here for an opportunity, as that's Riley Brandt. Brandt goes behind the net and tried to set it up for Bartlett. Bartlett tried to help out as well and dig it free. Digging away at it still is Bartlett. Got it here for Brandt. As they're all in the corner here to try and dig it out. Goes behind the net. Chapman trying to keep control. Ethan Chapman with the puck. Will push it behind and gets knocked down by Nessens and sent down the ice. Left and behind the goal now for Ethan Sterling, who tried to get it out. Sterling from his own end will get the pass up here. Here comes a chance to try and bring it in. Owen Dobbs off to the corner, tried to knock his man down. Back to the blue line, he tried to hold it in, and it comes out. And it's offside, it's higher, Bratz brings it in over the line. Faceoff is won by Oshawa. Bluin going back after it in his own end. Trying to flip it around the boards here for Davidson to get it out of his own zone, and that got knocked down here by Farmer. Bluin goes back in his own end now. He'll get followed by Farmer in behind the net with a back pass up through center, and away they come with Ethan Jackman. Jackman's in with a shot. Hit the stick of McCaslin and gets it back. Jackman. Be a turnover here for Smith, who tips it out. Now a chance to catch up to it here for Kerr. Julia puts it in behind the net. Coming around the other boards here for Owen Dobbs. Knocked down here from center. And we're going to get a penalty for head contact. Noah Lennox now to take the draw here for Oshawa. Wrapped around the boards, trying to get kept in here by Emerson Davis and Hutchings. It comes free now for De Silva to try and come after it. Lennox is coming back after it in his own end. Had the stick knocked away from him. Here comes a chance now for Oshawa. Max Hutchings knocks it down as he tries to bring it in. Hutchings has a man to get around that street. And he drops it off for Lennox, trying to send one to the goal. Noah Lennox has control of it. And nobody there at the line to hold it in. Now LePage has it. Trying to dump this in the zone. Knocked down by Nessens in his own end. He'll get followed here. Here comes Hutchings. Hutchings shot. Stopped by Hallett. Found by Ajax. Not out. Hutchings back to the line now for Conlon Kennedy to the other side. Noah Lennox can't shoot. It was over his stick. Keeps it alive for Kennedy. And he couldn't hold the line. De Silva is going to try and put this in. Kennedy knocks it down. Trying to dump this in past Ellis. And that goes too far. Street picks it up and dumps it down the ice. Back into the corner it goes from behind the goal. Fans on the first opportunity, but gets it away the second time. Here comes Ethan Sterling through center as he dumps it in. All the way into the corner where Arsenault picks it up. Arsenault around and out. Now a chance for Bouchard. Bouchard's going for 3 in a row here. And this time Parker Shaw is able to stay to the test and make the save. It was a 4-minute head contact penalty to Ajax. Still 2:27 left to go on it. Bluin trying to dig this puck here out of the right end. Walking out here is Ajax, losing control of the puck, and here comes a pass. Got it up here for Ethan Chapman, who brings it in. Chapman with a drop pass. Jacob Bartlett! Stopped by Hallett. Rebound is poked in wide. Bartlett trying to stay on his feet. Chipped out here by Bouchard. Riley Brandt picks it up. From his own end, gets it over here for Elliot Bluin. Bluin will dump it in. Hallett kicks it away. Brandt going off to the corner now, puts it in behind the net. Arsenault finds it and dumps it. That's going to be offside as soon as Brandt touches the puck. Face off now, just coming outside the blue line between Jackman. Here he comes. Ethan Jackman trying to bring it in versus Peterson. Sets it up in front. Here comes Davis, a shot. And hit his own man. Behind the goal goes again for Jackman. Jackman has control. Tries to do something here with it now. Ethan Jackman has control of it. Behind the net, he gets around Street. Jackman out of front for Davidson over his stick. Emerson Davis. Shot. Doesn't get through. Rebound shot gets poked in wide. Generals trying to convert here. Jackman back to the line now for Davis, who puts it in. Knocked down by Peterson, who clears it. Emerson Davis has it now. Davis will tip it off the boards to try and bring it in. That gets brought in by Braden Davison, now dropped off for Jackman. With some moves, he tries to set up Davidson and had it swept away and chipped down the ice. Back in behind the net it goes now for Kennedy. Around the boards it goes now for Noah Lennox, trying to knock it down. Coming around to the other side is Elijah LePage. LePage from his own end with a pass is knocked down by Ajax yet again and sent back into the Oshawa end. 25 seconds left to go on the 4-minute double minor. From their own end comes Lennox. Noah Lennox tried to make his way through, gets knocked down by Nessens. Hutchings trying to win the battle behind the net. Gallinaro going to try and help as well. Gallinaro in behind the net. Getting a man out in front. Goes back to the line for Conlon Kennedy. Kennedy to the other side. That's going to be offside, but LePage was able to hold it in though. Just at the line. Hutchings try to get this back to the blue line again. 4-minute double minor is over. Here comes Hutchings. Right to the net. Stop by Hallett. Rebound. Another stop by Hallett. And they try and jam it in. Hallett is able to keep it out and keep it at 5-0. Lennox trying to win the draw now. Here comes Street after it. Street picks it up and backhands it away. Zach Naish going back after it in his own end. Naish will push it over here for Lennox to try and get it out. Max Hutchings as well is knocked into the boards by Ellis. Lennox trying to help here as well as it's on that right side. Trying to dig away at it and get it free through some skates area. And it gets cleared out. And now it gets picked up here by Street, who takes a hit. Ethan Sterling trying to bring it in and he loses it to Street. Sterling back here to the blue line. Looking for a pass through center for Brandt, who's going to try and tip it in. Into the corner there was Lennox, who lost his stick. Ethan Chapman walking out. Shot is going in wide. Coming around the boards now for Brandt. In behind the goal, Riley Brandt trying to get the loose puck. Smith gets it and clears it away. Gets a pass up here for Da Silva. Da Silva dumping it in. Parker Shaw will leave this from behind his own net. Trying to flip it away here for Chapman, who can't get it out of his own end. Taken away here by Ajax's Bouchard, who can't take one to the front of the goal. McCaslin trying to hold it in, but could not do it. Back to the blue line. A shot is blocked on the way through. Another one by McCaslin, and it's blocked. Going right on goal, steered off to the right by Parker Shaw. Ajax get the opportunity to walk out with a shot by Bouchard and can't get free. Backhanded out over the stick of Arsenault and down the ice. Back into the corner. Around the boards, it got up here for Giannoni as it comes to the other side. Loose puck here as he walks around the defender and stuffs it in to make it 6. Farmer now to take the draw versus Ethan Jackman. Jackman wins the draw. Here comes a chance to dump it in for Elliott Blowing on net. Pass Hallett and into the corner goes Dobbs after it. Braden Davidson trying to hold the line, could not do it. From their own end, he'll clear it away. Picked up here by Blowing, who puts it back in. Street from his own end, tried to get it out. And he skates away with it with a pass for Farmer over his stick. Dobbs trying to tip it in there. Coming in now, there was Street trying to get around the defender. Street on a backhand, puts it in behind the net, taken away here by Oshawa. Blowing, trying to keep it behind the net and get it out of his own end. Here comes a high shot, blocked away by Parker Shaw. Gata tried to put it into the corner. Owen Dobbs tried to tip it out and could not do it. Got kept in there by Street. From their own end. Braden Davidson has control and drops it off here for Dobbs. Dobbs is going to try and dump it in, but hit the defender. That's going to be offside there to the Generals. And so here comes Farmer now. Farmer from his own end steps into it. Stopped by Shaw, who's going to close the legs and hold on to it. Face-off now is off to the left of the Ajax or Oshawa end. Around the boards it goes. Here comes a chance to dump it in. Late pass now from Mason Gallinaro, dumps it in. Over the stick of Max Hutchings as they try and bring it in here for Ellis. Ellis can't get around his defender, so they clear it away for Gallinaro now. Here comes a chance for Hutchings, who will get knocked down here by Arsenault. Davis and Ellis after the loose puck behind the goal is LePage trying to get to it, and that gets stopped there by Parker Shaw, but it's still loose from the side, and they're trying to jam it in out in front of the net, and they do, and it's a 7-0 game. Face off now to Nessens, who's going to clear it away, gets knocked down by Chapman. McCaslin now trying to get it out. He got knocked down there by Jacob Bartlett. Bartlett trying to set it up in front with a backhand pass. It goes off to the corner. Now picked up here by Bartlett. He can't get around the defender, so Nessens will put it behind the goal. As they try and clear it out, it gets kept in here by Oshawa. Behind the net it goes. Around the boards as Chapman finishes his hit. Conlon Kennedy trying to keep it in, takes a hit by Bouchard. Nessens in behind the net. Turnover, and Bartlett's shot is stopped there by Halliday close. Face-off is off to the left of the Ajax end. A bit taken by Jackman, tipped away by Ajax out of their own end. Comes Farmer with Giannoni. Giannoni's in, and it's stopped there by Shaw with a right pad save. Trying to get it out of their own end here through center. Picked up here by Street from center ice for Giannoni as they tried to tip it in. From their own line, it gets knocked down here by Jackman, who brings it up over the line. Ethan Jackman gets around the defender with a backhand that's going in wide. Trying to keep it in here for Ethan Sterling, who can't shoot it. Behind the net goes Owen Dobbs to try and take it away from Cranny, and here comes a chance now for Ajax. Gatta tried to pick it up against Blowen. Owen Dobbs tries to make his way through, and that goes back in behind the net, where Braden Davidson picks it up. Coming around the boards there was Davidson from behind the goal, trying to stuff it in from the side. He gets knocked down in behind the net and tries to win that battle. As they skated away through center, Dobbs is trying to pick it up here for Giannoni now. Giannoni dumps it in around the boards for Naish, who picks it up. Zach Naish from his own end gets it over here for Gallinaro as they try and make their way through for Ethan Jackman. Jackman is going to run out of room. Here comes Gallinaro in to try and tip it. Got knocked down by Arsenault. Blown shot, can't get to the front of the net. Gallinaro is off on the left side. Out in front, taken away here by Hutchings. Ajax from their own end here trying to dump it in. Here comes a late pass over the stick of Max Hutchings. Now he picks it up. Hutchings with a shot on net is out of the reach of Hallett. Around the boards it goes now. Gallinaro in behind the side to try and set it up. Taken away here by Arsenault again. Arsenault's pass here as they're going to look for a shot. That gets stopped there with the glove hand of Parker Shaw. Face-off is coming off now to the right of the Oshawa end. From in front of the goal, trying to jam it in. That'll get out past McCaslin now. Cooper McCaslin from his own end. We'll get it over here to the other side for De Silva. That was going to be offside. Trying to tip this out from his own end. Over here for Davis to try and dump it in. Here comes a chance now for Street, and he's going to lose it now to Jacob Bartlett. From behind the net, big hit there in the corner by Chapman. Coming around the boards now to get it out. Got it up here for Bouchard as he brings it in. Bouchard right on net. It's going in wide of the post area against Shaw. Trying to get this loose puck and dump it away. Bartlett is over here at the penalty box area. Here comes Ellis. Ellis is bringing it in on a 2-on-1. Ellis' shot is stopped there by Parker Shaw. Still loose from the side as they try and get it out. Got it up here for Braden Davidson. Davidson through center. He puts it in. 30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Farmer will pick this up from his own end. Put back in. Hallett makes that save. Arsenault with it. Hard off the boards and up in the air. Conlon Kennedy back in his own end. Kennedy with a lead pass is broken up there by Ajax. Farmer now picks this up and takes this back in his own end as he's just going to kill off the time here in period number 2. Ajax with 5 goals in period number 1 and then added to it in period number 2. And the Generals only have 1 more period left to go in this game, trailing this one in their first playoff game of 2023, 7-0. Jackman now to lead off the third period, dumped in past Kennedy and back in behind the net here for Oshawa. And Bouchard coming back after it in his own end. Out in front of the goal, they tried for a pass out of front. Conklin tried to pick it up here on the other side against Chapman. Over here to the side, one-timer by Giannoni went wide. And out past Street, back into the out through center. Sterling from behind his own net. Getting over here against Chapman to try and dig it free. It's up through center for Hutchings, who tried to drop it off. And here comes Jackman to try and dump it in. In on goal, it gets stopped by Hallett, who clears it off to the left. LePage couldn't keep it in as that hopped over the stick. Back into the Oshawa end it goes where Gatta picks it up. Gatta right in front of the goal for Farmer. He can't backhand one to the front of the net. Farmer keeping control of it from the line. Now walks out with a shot. Fired it over the blocker hand now of Parker Shaw. Behind the goal, they throw it up in front. Battered away there by Gatta in behind the net. Gatta trying to pick up that loose puck as it gets taken away on the left-hand side. Behind the net, he's going to walk it out. It's Farmer back to the line for Arsenault. Here's a shot. Flagged out of the air by Shaw, who will hold on to it. Face-off is off to the left of the Oshawa end. In behind the goal for Ellis now as he puts it in behind the net. McCaslin coming back after it on the right side. He takes a hit. Still stays on his feet and puts it into the corner for Ellis. Blowing. And Davis tried to get it out of their own end. That was Davis, sorry. Here comes a chance. Tipped in by Dobbs, who couldn't go after it. From their own end is Ajax's McCaslin along with Ellis. Going to look for an open lane to dump it in. It's going to miss the net and go behind the goal for Zach Naish. In behind the net goes Naish after it again as he tries to get it out of his own end. Here comes a chance now for De Silva, who can't get to the front of the net. He gets swept away from him. Dobbs trying to hold it in or get it out of his own end, and here comes a chance. A lead pass for Davidson as he tries to bring it in. Smith will dump that deep into the corner from behind the net. Here comes a chance now for Ethan Jackman to get it free and get it up here for Dobbs. Now for Jackman. Jackman's walking in, and he fired it just wide to try and tuck it in on the left-hand side. Here's a shot that's going off to the corner here for Jackman. On that right side, he's trying to win the battle and get it back to the front of the net. And it comes free through center. From his own end, we'll get it over here for Elliot Blowen. Blowen will get it over here now for Ethan Sterling as he tries to dump it in. Over here to the other side, they're trying to dump this in on goal by Jackman. And he gets a hit off on that right side, back to the blue line. A shot through a screen is fired in high wide of the net. Over the stick of Sterling, and here comes a chance now. Tip past him as that's going to roll in. And behind the net goes Jackman and Conklin after it. Gallinaro will backhand this away out of his own end. Right on net as that stopped there by Shaw. Peterson from behind the goal now. right in front of the net. It's going to get kept in here by Street, who puts it in behind there for Conklin. Kept in here by Nessens from the line, but his shot is blocked. Blowen trying to win the battle here at center. As they try and dump it in is Noah Lennox. Lennox is trying to go after here against Street, as Ajax will dump it away, and here comes Sterling after it now. Riley Brandt along here with it, and here comes Farmer. Farmer's up over the line to try and cut three. Shot is blocked, and the rebound is swept in wide. Gallinaro trying to get it out, as they're up here through center for Brandt, trying to get free as he dumps it in. Left pad save there by Hallett. Back in behind the net it goes now. Brandt trying to dig away at it. Here comes a chance now for Farmer as he tries to dump it in. Bartlett will dump that deeper. Back in behind the net goes Hallett, and he's going to drop it off. Around the boards to try and get it out, and he's not going to be able to from their own end. Coming around the boards here against Chapman to try and hold it in. It goes in wide of the net. Picked up here by Ajax as they try and flip it out of their own end. Up here against Hire and Bartlett as they try and hold it in. Over the stick and picked up here by Nash. Zach Nash will get it up here through center for Bartlett with a pass as he tries to bring his way through. The shot is getting blocked. Turnaround shot, and they score, and Oshawa are on the board as that shot gets fired in to make it 7-1. Face-off is won here by Davis against Bartlett. Against Davison to try and tip it in. Here comes a chance now for Bartlett, and he loses it. Up here through center comes Caragiulio with a pass for Smith. Coming back around the boards here for Zach Nash to try and get it out. Over here to the side is Caragiulio. Arsenault tried to keep it in, as that gets swept out and knocked down here from center, and Arsenault brings it in. Arsenault with a drop pass here for Ellis, and Dobbs is going to pick this up. Dobbs is going to bring this up over the line with a drop pass for Jackman. Here's a shot. Stopped there by Hallett as he tries to dig away at it. It's off here to the corner now for Max Hutchings to try and put it around the boards. Jackman trying to keep it in here from the line. He's trying to hold it in. Here comes Ajax. Back up the other way. Right in on goal as it gets backhanded wide against Bouchard. Conklin will backhand this, and that gets knocked down by Jackman. Pushed back by Dobbs, and here comes Sterling from his own end. Against Dobbs, he tried to dump it in here for Jackman. Big hit there on the other side, and it's going to get covered up here by Sterling. Face-off is won here. Behind the net goes Hire as he slaps it around. Kept in here by Street. Behind the net goes Hire as he hits Lennox on the way through. Conklin will push it off to the side. Street with a shot, block it away there by Shaw as he tries to find that loose puck again. Conklin back here to the line for Street. A shot is going in wide. Conklin will pick this up again. Street with a shot, stopped there by Shaw, and no rebound. Face-off is off to the left of the Oshawa end. Arsenault Back here to the line for McCaslin as it goes off to the side. Out in front of the net now. Ajax get an opportunity to move it back here to the line. McCaslin over here for Arsenault. Arsenault's shot is off to kick to the right by Shaw. Arsenault back to the line again. McCaslin, a shot is caught there by Shaw. McCaslin is over here for Arsenault. Here from the slaughter is Giannoni. And there's a blocker stop there by Parker Shaw. Arsenault will get back here again for McCaslin. Here comes a shot by Giannoni on net. And that'll get covered up. Face-off is won here, and Davis going after it in his own end. Here comes a chance to shoot it. And that's going to be on net for a tripping call. Face-off is going to be off to the right of the Oshawa end. Once we get an explanation over here at the penalty box area. Farmer wins the draw back to the line for Arsenault. Arsenault will keep control of it. Over here to the side for Bouchard. Bouchard, a shot is blocked away there by Parker Shaw. Farmer will get it back to the line again for Arsenault. Over here to the other side, here's a shot. That's not going to get through. Kicked away by Brandt and sent down the ice. From their own end, it gets up here for Conklin. Conklin is coming up over the line. Bouchard will take it behind the net and set it up in front. Here comes a shot. Fired in wide of Farmer. Kept in here from the blue line again. Arsenault. Here comes Farmer up through center to try and bring it in. But the shot goes wide of the net. Walking it out there was Farmer. Collides with his man Street, and he's going to lose it to Chapman. Chapman's walking in, but the shot is going wide. Chapman will put this in behind the net. Bartlett trying to get over here against Chapman as well. McCaslin picks it up. Getting it over here to the other side now for De Silva. Chapman. And Lennox tried to put it around the boards. Lennox is hit into the boards, and that's going to be a penalty coming to De Silva. Got everything sorted out, and Jackman got taken off the bench. The coach for Oshawa got asked to leave. Lennox, after taking that hit, it's going to be a 5-minute power play for Oshawa. Naish is going to dump it in. Back into the corner, Karam's out in front. Ajax get it and send it down the ice, and that's Naish. Bartlett trying to bring it in. Chapman is coming back in his own end. Chapman trying to get around the boards with a shot, and it goes in wide. Zach Naish, shot from the net, is fired in wide again. Kobe Heyer trying to hold it in. From his own zone now comes Ethan Jackman through center. Jackman with a shot in wide. It's going over the blocker hand of Hallett. Back here to the blue line. Shot through a screen. It's going to go in wide of the net. Into the last minute of play here of the third period. These two teams are going to play each other again on Sunday up in Ajax. Slap down the ice. Back into the corner. Parker Shaw will leave it from behind his own net. Now it'll get picked up here by Gatta. He'll get hit into the boards there by Naish. From in behind the goal now, it's Jackman trying to get it free. Kept out. Caraguglia throws it on net, and it gets knocked down by Shaw. Emerson Davis wins it behind the net there for Elijah LePage with a lead pass. Trying to dump it in. That is McCaslin dumping it onto the stick of Emerson Davis. And that's going to do it now for the game. Ajax are going to scoop up a 7-1 victory here in this one. Not the start the Generals wanted. They're going to have to turn the page on Sunday when they head to Ajax, hopefully hoping for a better effort. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.